Hey there, welcome back to the table. So as we ended the last one, we need 40 to win the season. We're at 8 after 3 missions. We need 30 not to lose. And I'm only 1 off of that marker. So right now at my current pace, we are on pace to lose the campaign. We have to have at least 1 mission where we're going to score more than 4 points. So I feel like we're going to gain ground in the next, 7 missions. We're not going to gain enough to, I think, to get 40 though. That's the thing I'm concerned about. The other thing is I did post in BGG. You'll probably see. I just asked what gives, because the VP parameters for winning are the same, but you get half the OP and you don't even get as many BF-110s or other stuff. So when you spend an OP, you get less stuff. And then of course you're getting more escorts that are intercepting you and everything on the vector map. Everything's just so much harder. And maybe that was just the designer's way of, he may have thought that Skies Above the Reich was too easy. And so he wanted to make it, go up a notch. I can't fault him for wanting to do that. It's just, when you put the two together, like we're doing here, it makes no sense. And it looks awkward. But anyways, let's roll. Getting map 3 is not a good map. So let's see if we can get a smaller map. I rolled a 10. What does that mean for us? Oh, it means we're getting an awful map. Oh no, we're going to get map 7, which is the equivalent of like a map 3. Okay. Let's get out map 7 and lose some more. There it is, formation map 7. First time ever coming out on the table, and you were here for it. All right, I'm moving the camera a little bit out of the way because it's going to definitely be a big map. I got it open, now it's completely upside down. Oh, this is a very awkward game board. There we go. Holy cow, is this big. So we got like the impossible map again. And this time it looks like, the nose is in front of us. So, I guess I give him some credit for switching it around a little bit. I think map 7 causes the bombing formation to... See, in formation map 7, you have to use a different layout, but it's not that different. It's just they're oriented this way instead of that way. That's really all he did. And yeah, it's basically just a really big B-24 map. I'm not seeing anything new or different, which I don't think we would have expected, right? Because it's, the puzzle, of course, changes of like, okay, what's the best way to go after a formation like this? You can see that the one, if you come in nose, that's pretty good. If you come in tail, lower level, they're going to get an advantage on you. So the tail is not going to be as attractive in this one. Okay, I'm just looking at the map and studying it a bit. I didn't bother, looking like, if they did anything cute with the TP, here. I don't think they did, but, it's possible. Like to go to tail high, it does cost 1 TP. But here it's 0. You could go straight to high bombing from here if you wanted, but anyways, it's pretty much the same. Not a lot of difference. I'm trying to move my my sheet here. because this game board is just so big compared to the other one that we've been doing, so I need more table space. Okay. So if we're going to score a lot of victory points, this is not the map to do it. I already have a -2 OP as well, so let's roll and see what we get. Oh, not this one. I rolled a 3, and that's an inbound. So we're going to get 2 victory points for each kill. So we got ourselves inbound, and now it just got interesting. All right. I rolled a 4, which puts me at 6 OP, and I have a 2 OP penalty, so I'm going to get 4 OP. This is ridiculous. So I will just take the 6. There's nothing I can do, folks. It's already a very large formation map that's meant for later years. So it's going to be very difficult to get a kill. And I already had a -2 OP penalty. And now I rolled inbound and I got even less OP. I'm literally going to be able to spend 4. So what I'm going to do is get 3 cannons for 1. And then Ifland, Bar, and Schmidt. There's my 4. And my goal is not even to go to the map. I'm just going to play the vector map and hope I get stragglers. And then I could get 2, 4, 6 victory points. That's what I'm hoping for. So let's see if that's what happens. All right, let's roll for escorts. I got a 2. And again, the escorts for a 2 are going to be awful. It's the T, which is the P38s. So they're the weak ones, but it's all 7. So I'm going to just take all 7, put them over in the escort display box. At this point, I'm not planning on playing the mission, so I don't think I need to worry too much about it. But I'm just realizing I had a straggler I never brought home. So this should be done. Now we go to the sheet. This is map 7, inbound. That's page 13. Okay. Let's move my fighters out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and just roll over here. I got a 7, which you can see is 3 damage here. Let's at least do the damage, because you never know. First one is a fuselage. Oops, sorry for the bump. Nothing. Second one is an engine. That one's down. So we got a fallen plane there. Next one is an engine. Damage here. It's a big map, no doubt about that. All right, let's see what's anchored. Anchor is 2, which is low flank. I don't know how big of a deal that's going to be. The sun is a 4, which is high tail. That's not a bad one. Tactical points. I rolled an 8. Tactical points is 4. Plus 2 is going to be 6. Yeah, this thing is so much further away. I can't reach as easy. Turn limit is 12. 10 plus 2. So we got a lot of turns in this mission. See, that all of a sudden changes things, right? And then contrails. we do have them. It's a 7. And right here, if the sun is present, which it is, you can spend 1 TP to enter all at the tail level and skip the first escort phase of the mission. So that's actually pretty good. So I might as well roll for the escort. We might end up doing something. 5, 3 forward. I'm sorry. 5 is 4 above trailing and 3 forward. Yeah, we're not doing anything for that. It's ridiculous. Okay. 4 above trailing. Come on. You know what? Whenever they come out with the second edition of this game, they need to it just needs to come with a battery-powered complementary boot that can kick you in the nuts. That's all you need, and then you can have the full experience of playing this game in just a few seconds. There we go. So I have a whopping, now don't lose, you got to concentrate. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you weren't paying attention, you might have missed it. I got 3. I mean, am I going to put them all together in one group? That means if I get intercepted once, all 3 of them are out. I'm putting them all together. They're going to be just one group going through. All right. And my logic is that the BV value of these guys is 3 each. And so it's really good. So if I do have to face something, I can do it well. And then the other thing is I may evade. I may get lucky. So we're doing this table down here. And I rolled a 6. So guess what that means? We're being intercepted by two planes. So that's 2 separate interception events. So boom and boom. And so we're going to resolve one interception, and then we're going to resolve the other. Yeah, this mission is just a bunch of joy. Okay, the evasion is 7. I rolled a 10. So I evaded the first one. And it actually goes away. So that part's good. And I'm taken from the above trailing, by the way. So, all right, let's roll again for evading the next one. And of course I roll 1, which isn't enough. So here we go. We have a 4 against 3. And now we got to see if we get altitude advantage. And of course I don't even get that. If I'm willing to spend 3 TP, I would have altitude advantage. I'm at 6. Sure, I'll spend 3. Otherwise, my whole mission is screwed. Okay, we have a FW-190 in the mix, so we get to go here. And it is against P-38s, so it is the weakest box. And then we are higher than the escort, so we do get to go in the upper 2 rows. But they have more than us, so we're on this row here. If I roll a perfect 10, we actually return. Otherwise, it's doom. And here we go. All right, my hands are right here. I'm just telling you. Look at that. Oh, it happens sometimes. The magic does happen. Oh my gosh. All right, so the R, it stands for return. One escort exits, all fighters return. So, so we actually killed the escort. Technically, because there was an actual kill there, we actually get to give out an experience. So what do we got? We got Schmidt, Barr, and then our legendary hero. Well, the legendary hero would get another skill if I give him 1 more point, but so would Barr. So I'm going to give Barr a point, and we're going to give him aim. And so he is Now in the elite level. So here we go. Evasion is really good if you're low, but you get no altitude advantage, and it costs 0, but then it's going to cost me up here to move up. Obviously, it'll cost me 2 if I want to get back to here. I have 3. Or I can just take my chances here. We do have contrails, so being up here is good. Yeah, I'm just going to take my chances there. So we somehow survived 2 intercepts. And then we got to roll 2 dice. And this time, let's get better than a 4 or a 6 or whatever we got. And that's not much better. It's an 11. So the 11 is a radio, and then somebody goes home. Oh, we get 2 extra OP. I never did that. My apologies. Two extra OP. So what's a way to do this that I wouldn't, because now I know what I rolled, right? What would I have chosen had I not done this? I probably would have chosen some Italian fighters and then had some of the escorts go after them, which of course is the exact opposite of, or I could choose like some BF-110s and have like some serious firepower. What would I have done? I probably would have, because I still have no intention of doing anything on the main map. And it's just 2 OP. Although right now we got a radio roll, we might get 2 more. Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know what we were supposed to do with those 2 OP. I mean, if I get 2 more named fighters, I know one of the reasons I would have hesitated at taking 2 more named fighters is because I don't think I'm going to get that many stragglers, right? If I have 5 named fighters out there, I'm not going to get 5 stragglers, even if I would have rolled well. I'm honestly going to, I would have gotten another set of BF-110s and then a set of cannons for them. That would have been my 2 OP. That's what I would have done. Because it would have given me more volume. And I probably would have had one of the fighters intercept them. And so we'll just say the one that evaded did. And then the other fighter escort intercepted the other guys. That's what we'll do. Okay? Sorry about that. All right, so I always roll for the radio first. You know that because I might get 2 more OP. And I do. So I'm just going to grab one of these guys for one of them because he's the one that's going to have malfunction and go home. And then I need another something. So that other something is going to be another set of BF-110s. Why not, right? That's going to just cause me to lose OP the next round, right? And off we go. 1, 2, 3. We have yet to get a single straggler, which is the worst luck ever. And here we go. Come on. Big numbers. Actually, I can only get 1 straggler. That's what sucks about this so bad. Come on. And I got an 11. I did get a straggler with that. I got a radio, an intercept, and a straggler. So let's do the radio first. The radio is an odd. So that means we're going to be, we have to spend a TP and get a delay marker or the whole group goes home. So we lose a TP, we go down to 2. And we have to get a delay marker. That's not a big deal because we'll just delay these BF-110s that aren't doing anything anyways. I'm going to then do the straggler next. So the straggler, of course we roll an odd. We never get an even on that guy. And the straggler is just a gunner damage. So you know who I'm sending. The man, the myth, and the legend, Ifland, and I am not giving him a single TP. He's going to go in and do 4 hits. Oh no, he can only do 2. Uh-oh, I better rethink that. I still have 2 TP to spend. Ugh. All right, I'll give him You know what? I'm not sure I'm going to do anything on this main map. I'm going to give him both TP. Just going to give him 2. And because that's my only chance to get points in this mission. Everything else is just a crap show. All right, so then what about the escort? Well, the delayed guys are going to be the ones that get escorted. And I'm going to roll for evasion. And I rolled a 9, which normally isn't enough, but there's contrails. And before I even continue, I want to remake my last decision. With the contrails, I can pay 1 TP and enter on the level. So I'm going to take 1 tactical point back so everybody can enter tail level. So this guy evaded because of the contrails with this. Didn't have to take another delay marker. And yes, we will pay the final TP. Everyone's going to enter the map tail level. Now, of course, the tail is all the way on the other end of my table here. And that's our situation. This one, of course, is delayed by 1 turn. I don't know what you do with delayed guys. I mean, I paid the TP, so they should be able to join using the same contrail rule. So I will just assume that that's the case. If anybody knows of an FAQ or errata that corrects that, let me know. All right, so now this is not the tan bombers. So as you can see with the B-24 1943 pursuit map, this is the non-tan bomber. So it's different. I don't know how it's different. We studied this a bit. It really looked like it was only just a different color. I remember we talked about this. The sun is none. And here we go. The gunner is gone. So all the threat is gone. And I might come in tail high just for that reason. Because the threat's only 1. I'll come in tail high with a threat of 1. And yeah, let's see what we get. Tail high, threat of 1, and we get hit. And I do not have quick, so I could switch down to here. And that blows. All right, well, we do have luck, though, so I can cancel the hit. That's not a concern. So we cancel the hit, and then we're going to use our target to hit him, and then our aim to do a second hit. So we're still going to get 2 hits on this guy, which is the whole point of him. And here's the first one. It's a wing and wing or an engine. I'm going to choose the wing. So let's roll. And there's an 8. That's a kill. Don't need to do anything else. Iflin does it again. So he just leveled up again. I'm going to grab another target. So now Iflin has luck, aim, target, aim, and target. So he can manufacture a hit out of nowhere twice. And then he can make it 2 hits twice. Now you tell me that that's not awesome. And what I need to start doing is I need to start sending him after the bombers on the main map, because he really is now built to take one down all by himself. But it's just that this pursuit map is so perfect for the situation. And yeah, we do get 2 experience, and we're going to get 2 victory points for that. So we're 1 less victory point than the last mission, and we're already 1 more than the mission before that. So yeah, and then Iflin goes home. A winner. Okay, so pursuit map is done. So now here we are. We're on the main map. I paid the 1 TP so we could go tail level because of contrails, and then the escorts don't activate on turn 1. So all that happens, though, is we enter the map. So it's not like we do much. But you can see there that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look how far away that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fighters are in that level box. And yeah, I'm going to reduce the mission by 1 so we can get 5 tactical points. That is an easy decision. And as far as, because we're on the B-24 map, we have, as long as there's 1 marker, it causes cohesion failure. So ones count, and then I'm gonna roll one more for one that's off camera, and that one happened. So this one over here, way over here, is now a loose element. Now the problem is the nose attack is the best, and we're coming in from the tail. And then the anchor, just to remind you, is over there, and the sun is actually tail high. So we could try to move to the tail high position. The problem is we have two above trailing escorts. That's a problem. And the above trailing escorts are going to go to whatever box they can to intercept you, and that's including approach boxes. So it's a big pickle. So I don't know, this is really probably a dumb thing for me to play out. So now I'm going to go to mission turn 2. So my choice is attack at tail level or try to move up so I can get the sun advantage. The sun advantage is not a bad advantage. And because we have two fighters in the above trailing box, remember they can roll a 6 to a 10 to fight the box with the most fighters, and a 2 or a 3 puts them tail high. So tail high is a very dangerous place to be, and I got everybody there. I'm going to attack, and then these guys, of course, come onto the board. And once again, I don't know what the rule is with delay markers. I paid the 1 TP, so they should be able to come on. So now we got to do, this is the above trailing roll. Basically, I need them to roll 1. That's the only thing that works. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? I would like a Big Mac and fries and a quarter pounder with cheese. Doesn't happen. All right. I guess I should have ordered something bigger, like 2 lobster tails and, caviar. Okay. It's not happening. I probably could have rolled something else beside a 1 and been okay, but a 1 is A-okay. This guy moves to the forward box, and then the forward guy moves to below trailing. So there we go. That's our situation. Bing, bing, bing. I still got 1 more in the high threat area. Okay, so we're actually, let's do cohesion. There. Oh, I rolled a 1, so another loose formation started. And then, yeah, nothing happened in the next one. So now this one's interesting. There's already 1 bomber down. So that 4 became a 3, and then the loose element made it a 2. So now all of a sudden, that's very, very attractive. And so what I'm going to do is come in. Schmidt is going to go here after this one, and Barr will do that one. And then these 3 are all going to come in evasive. And where are they all going to go? Well, I got to study. The above trailing people are all dangerous, so it might be best to send them to different places because then the above trailing box has a harder time eliminating me. The forward trailing likes to go to nose level, which is where maybe I want to go. And then the below trailing box likes to go to the flanks or tail low. So there's a lot of there's a lot of problems that we have with these escorts. And yeah, I'm trying to eke out a few more victory points. I told you I wanted to just skip the mission, and here I am doing it. So yeah, I think I need to get a little cute here. So my two named guys, where are they going to go? They're going to stick together. And they're going to climb straight towards the nose. And I know that puts them in some 3 threat areas, but that's what they're going to do. The 3 BF-110s are going to go in completely different directions. So this one is going to roll right and climb. This is going to dive right. And this one's going to dive left. And in fact, this one's going to, yeah, he's going to climb left. That's what they're going to do. All right, I'm going to do the 2 collision checks, of course, with the evasive BF-110s. And here's the first one. That's with Schmidt. No impact. And then the other one, it doesn't matter which one I'm rolling for. I'll do the climbing one. No impact. Boy, I'm just drawing really well with these. I never get no impacts. I always get the bad stuff. Okay, and then as far as like, I'm going to resolve the evasive guys first. So they're coming in nose level. Everybody's nose level. So we don't have to worry about that. We're going to do the back one first. And that is a nose level with a threat of 1. And there's no anchored tail. So nose level with a threat of 1. We got to do 2 cards. All right. So I'm going to bring the camera back so we can draw these cards. And it's not nose level, it's tail level. My apologies. Here's the first one. Tail level, threat of 1, evasive, miss. Here's the second one. Tail level, 1, I hit, and then it's a ride the tail. Okay. We'll do continuing fire next, but let's do the hit. And remember, this bomber is currently untouched. And we hit it with a wing. And I rolled a 10. Did you see that? The 10? So that's unfortunate in some ways. My name guy wanted to take him down. That would have been Bar. But we took the bomber down with the BF-110. So there's no experience to be gained with my name guy. But the name guy keeps all of his skills. And then he can pursue this bomber and take it down on the pursuit map. And that's a beautiful damage there. So a couple things need to be done. The first one is my name guy needs to survive long enough to pursue this bomber. And so I will put the bomber onto the thing there. The second one is I'm definitely not riding the tail. I don't need to. And the third is we got to put out a fallen marker, which helps us immensely because this fallen marker means that these guys now have a lower threat. And then we have to, because they're coming in from the tail, there was no progress. Their threat level of the area they're sitting in went from a 1 to a 0, and they're evasive. And we are on the storm map, so I'm going to draw 2 storm above the Reich cards because these are the auxiliaries. So it doesn't matter which one's which, but this will be the climbing one, and that'll be the diving one. And so you got your 0 there. We're not in determined mode, so don't have to worry about that. But the diving one, well, hold on. I said, what did I say? This was the climbing one. That was the diving one, right? That's how I worded it. So the diving one is this one. This is very important. I hope you can see why. The climbing one avoids being bounced. Because if this was the diving one, they would have gotten bounced. And actually, I wouldn't have minded them getting bounced. Well, no, it pulls from the below trailing, which sucks. There is a guy there, but this is the climbing one. If you will agree with me, this is how it was. I said climbing, diving, and then I flipped them this way, and I may have done it wrong. I apologize if I did, but yes, this guy's the climbing one. 0 because we're evasive. So no damage, close call. And I know some of you were probably paying more attention than I was, and please correct me if I got it wrong. I've definitely gotten things wrong before. So this guy moves to the evasive box high, which is what I wanted. And then this one moves to the evasive box low, also what I wanted. And the idea that I'm doing is I'm spreading everybody out so that above trailing guy is going to have to be, you know, he can't intercept all of us at once. And I'm going to be able to go after those bombers that dropped with somebody. Now, bar is tail level, but now it's 0. And bar has nobody to attack. So it's just a resolution, tail level 0. And you can see here he takes a hit, but since there's no bomber in his space, that hit gets canceled. So that's what happens, is we don't have to count that hit right there. And then of course we don't count his hit that he does either. So all you're doing is drawing the card to see if there's any progress. And there is sometimes progress, you can see that here. So you can't just assume it's 0 because you're doing the tail, although it usually is. And bar is an FW 190. And, they're both climbing, that's right. So here, you can see he takes a hit because he's climbing. So he'll have to use his luck. Oh no, bar has the, he does have the quick ability. So he could switch to evasive and avoid the hit. He will do that. He's going to switch to evasive. He's going to use his quick instead of his luck and avoid the hit. Should I do that? Because that quick can sometimes be used to apply a hit. Yeah, he's going to do that. It's always good to save that luck. All right, so bar is going to switch to evasive, and then he lands here. So now we got this guy. He's all by himself. The threat level was 4, reduced to 3, reduced to 2, reduced to 1. And I am going to do the evasive guy first, because my belief system is that usually you don't take a bomber down the first hit like we just did. So let's do the evasive tail low, and remember he's diving that way, and the name guy is climbing. Evasive tail level. So he takes a hit and does a hit. And there's nothing I can do to mitigate that hit. I don't have any of the position advantages or anything, so let's hope it's not too bad. This is, of course, on my auxiliary. That's not bad. It's an engine. It's possible to survive that. Got to get at least a semi-decent roll. And then we do a hit. Which is just a straight up fuselage damage. And this is what I usually expect to get whenever I do that. And there was no progress. So now we do continuing fire. He is in a threat level 1 box. He's evasive. And he's roll diving. But anyways, he takes no damage. And he does have damage. And, oh, I forgot. He actually has a cannon. So let me draw another one. That other guy had a cannon too, didn't he? All right, so I actually like that one better. 3 damage. All right, so this guy with damage goes into the evasive box. Flank low. Okay, now we got our last guy there. He's our name guy, Schmidt. John Jacob, Dingleheimer Schmidt. He's tail level determined with a threat of 1. And he hits and he rides the tail. And this ride the tail may not be needed. But Schmidt, by the way, has quick, luck, and aim. So aim, he's going to apply a second hit with aim. So here we go. Here's the first hit with his cannon. We have an engine of 5, which could take it out, or a wing. Right now, the guy has 3 fuselage damage. This wing isn't very good. I'm tempted to say, let's just do the engine, because then I don't have to use my aim. Like, you decide to use the aim after you resolve the first hit. So it's not like we wasted it. If I can get him to go down, then I can save my aim for pursuing the bomber. And I will try to do exactly that. So let's see if we can get a 5. And of course I got a 1. So that's another marker. And yes, now I'm going to do the aim. Otherwise, I mean, I could ride the tail and see how that turns out, but the aim is another hit when you already get a hit. So that's the danger of it. So here we go. We got a fuselage and a wing. I don't get to roll for either. The fuselage is another 3 damage, so I'm going to take that one, put it on. So the bomber now has 6 damage, and I'm going to ride the tail. So let's do it again. Here's the next card. Tail, 1, determined. I'm going to use my quick to avoid. Or will I? I'll end up in the same box as bar. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing Bar did. I'm going to use my quick to avoid and then save the luck for later. That was unfortunate, that whole thing. So that bomber lived to see another day, but it may not be very long. And I know I still have to do the continuing fire, which needs to be the skies above the right card. Oh, look at that. I switched to evasive, and now this is happening. Jesus. So now I got to use his luck. That blew a lot of chunks. Okay, we go to mission turn 3. We do a move. These guys are moving up. These guys over here are moving. Well, they're returning. These ones can attack. Do I want them to? Sort of, I do. Yeah, they'll attack. And then we do recover. So, okay, this time I need a 5 or better. And here we go. And there it is, 5. Barely. All right, guy survives. So now comes the pain seller. We got to do the escorts. So this guy's the above trailing roll. I rolled a 10. He's going to the box with the most fighters, which is going to be those BF-110s over there that are in the attack position. So they are no longer attacking. They're now intercepted. We have to resolve that now, but of course I'm going to resolve everything else first. Here's the forward guy. I'm going to re-roll that. Rolled a 6. He goes to nose level, which is here. And then the next one, I rolled a 5. He's going to tail low, which is nasty. That's there. So we're going to get intercepted from the return box. I need to check to see if you're in the return box, can you just exit the mission? So I'm going to do that real quick, because otherwise they're just going to plow right into that escort. Okay, awesome news. If you're in a return box, you absolutely can exit. You don't have to stay on the map and go into your doom. So that guy over there is just going to exit next turn. And there's nothing, no rule thing that we have to worry about. Now, this is sort of a good thing. I mean, yes, we're losing 3 attackers this round, but we got rid of the above trailing guy, and there's no more guys in above trailing. So that actually gives us some breathing room to do other things. The other problem I have is these guys are the ones that we wanted to chase the bombers, and we got a guy here. So as soon as we move there, they intercept, and that's a big problem. And these are our named guys. So this is not working out exactly the way we hoped. But here we go. There's a P-38. He has elevation advantage, and he has every advantage. So we're going to roll on our BF-110, and we're the bottom row, and we got to just hope we get a 6 or higher. Okay, we got a 7, which is good, and a 7 is we break away, so everybody is lost or they go home, no harm done, which was the best possible outcome we could hope for, and then this goes away. So I need to pause one more time because the escorts attacking you when you move next to them is something that doesn't happen very often in my playthroughs because I tend to avoid those. So I want to make sure I get it right. Okay, the next thing we got to do is cohesion checks. And so my dilemma is this. These are my two named guys. I wanted them to take down these bombers. One bomber is already, on the pursuit track. Another one is very, very close. And then, the rest of this is, just let's leave the map and hope we don't get any more casualties. Now, these two are going to get to here, and then this guy's going to intercept them, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. So I might as well just exit the map with them. That's the thing that stinks so badly. And he's going to intercept both of them. So, even if they do survive the dogfight, they're going to have to exit the map. It's not like they're going to get to return. Although this is a BF-190 or FW-190, so it will have the best roll possible. But we are at a higher altitude, so we're going to have that advantage. And we're not going to have the more fighters because there's no way this is a 1. The 2 is the best number you could ever hope to see here. Sometimes it's up to as high as 8. So it can get pretty bad. All right, well, we'll worry about that the next turn. And now it's time for cohesion checks. So we'll do this left one. Ooh. I mean, I'm getting excited about it, but it really doesn't do me any good. But we got a loose element there. We'll do the next one. We'll save the best one for last. Good, because that would have been a fail. And then here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would normally be a fail, but on this map, it's a pass. So the loose goes to kaput. And that brings us to the end of the round. So, I put this on the wrong spot. This is actually only mission turn 3. Now we're on mission turn 4. So we have a lot of turns left. So unfortunately, we're screwed. The first one is this guy here. I was not thinking. I sent him to the evasive return low. This is an anchor. As soon as he moves here, he's done. So I can't retcon it because I don't know if I got some advantage by diving versus climbing. So he's out of the mission. Can't do anything with him. He's absolutely out of the mission. This one over here, also out of the mission. I mean, I guess I could let him intercept let him run into the escort so we can get the escort off the map. But we're screwed. This one is now available to pursue something. And then this is the only one left. And if I come here, that happens. So I have to decide, do I want to try to do the dogfight or not? I can't mitigate this. If I don't roll well, I could die. One of my pilots can be killed. I do have an altitude. I probably won't have more. So I would need to roll a perfect 10 to be able to return to the map. That's my only possibility. For those guys to survive, is I have to roll a perfect 10. And I just don't know if I can. Like, if this guy would have just been less stupid and I would have come in high instead of worrying, because by coming in low, that anchor screwed me over. I would have had the second bomber, because right now we have a straggler, and we have another straggler that's very likely going to drop right there, and I'm running out of fighters. That was bad strategy play on my part, and I got to roll a perfect 10 if I do this. So let's do it, and let's roll the perfect 10. I don't know. We've definitely done some crazier things. Well, this isn't the 10 that we're trying to roll. This is just a 3 for the escort. So this guy goes to above trailing. Yay us. Yay team. That one over there. Oh yeah, he doesn't do anything. And here we go. So this escort is 2. So the problem is there's only 2 of us and we don't have more. That would have really helped because some additional rolls would have brought them home. But right now, we have an FW190. We need, and I'll show you right here, we need a 10. Everything else sends them exits, and then this is especially bad over here. Now, up here, we would have had 2 outcomes that would have brought them home, and then they would have gotten experience even if they were to roll a 6. So I need a perfect 10. That's not a perfect 10. So a 3 is even worse. They're going into a dogfight, which oh, they'll do aerial combat again, but in this case, though, they won't be higher than the escort, so that's going to be even worse outcome for them. This is just a disaster all across the board. So I think I did the cohesion check too early, didn't I? No, I didn't. So we got to do a cohesion check again. So a 7 means it improved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So now we go to mission turn 5, and this bomber or this fighter is going to go off the map to chase that down. It's just a lowly BF-110, but it's all we got. I'll go ahead and roll the, I know this is ahead of schedule, but the cohesion check. And then we got to do the dogfight again. I need a 10. I got a 7. So the 7 puts us, because we're no longer higher than the escort and we don't have more. The 7 puts us at a B, so we break away and means we go home. We're not able to continue in the fight. And that was sort of what we expected, right? The worst thing was we would have been killed. And then this escort's removed and the whole map is done because I don't have any fighters left on the board. So that bomber never fell and we never got the experience for that. But the one other bomber did fall, and I need to make sure I log that. We get 1 staff experience for that. And everything else is untouched. For a map like this, without having rockets or some of the better elements, we did okay. And then I did this while the escorts were pretty active, and we had 4 in the above trailing. I don't know. I mean, it just proof positive that just when I think that it's over and there's no way we can do anything, then all of a sudden we can. But I think it's, it's complete luck. Like I rolled well when I needed to. And in this case, we could have gotten some nice experience points, or victory points even, but it didn't happen. So now let's get out there is a chance to get at least 2 more victory points, so we can get to 4. I was hoping to get to more than just 4. All right, so here we go. We got a wing damage of 4. It's just a lowly BF-110, and then we have 5 tactical points that we can spend because this is the only battle there is. So what am I going to do? I don't want to take hits. Right now I don't owe any OPs. So, we got to roll for sun. That might help. I rolled a 10, which means the sun is here, which is an awful location. I mean, I can try it. Come in high, 2 TP high. I can go evasive. Ugh. An evasive oblique attack is never good. I have 5. Ooh, I just don't like that. But let's try it. We'll try it. Oblique, high, evasive with a threat of 1. No, threat of 0. High, oblique, 0, evasive, hit. I can't believe that we pulled that off. So if we would have been hit, we had the sun. that would have blocked any damage. And we have a cannon. This makes it very interesting. All I need is 1 wing damage. And right there it is. I guarantee you, right there. That's a kill. 6 damage. So the BF-110, god dang it, that son of a gun did it. And he makes it home. Completely and utterly fine. So that is 2 experience for the staff and 2 more victory points for the staff. And here we go. We're at the end of the mission. And we have 5 and 4. So right now we have nothing, no penalty. And then what did this say? That said 32. And I added 5 more. I'm at 37 EP. And 8 and 4, we're at 12 victory points after 4 mission. So we're averaging 3 a mission, which if we stay at 3 a mission average, we won't lose. Not going to win, but we won't lose. For such a fouled up mission, we did okay. And if we can just get a map that's not, you know, these higher level maps, I think we can make a push and actually get some more points. But anyways, thanks for watching. As always, stay awesome, and we'll see you in Mission 5.